Welcome, everybody, to the Heal Your Hunger Show. So happy to have you here. It is a great day to be alive. And I have a really important message for you. Yes, you. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. This is a message that I think all people who struggle with food and weight need. I will keep it short and sweet because I know you're a busy woman on the go. It's part of what this is about. And welcome if you're at the Heal Your Hunger Show for the first time. So I want to share the one thing that might be keeping you stuck in food obsession and the surprising truth about how giving this up, this one thing, can unlock real peace and freedom for you. All right? Aren't you curious what that one thing is? So, my experience is if you find yourself reaching for food when you're overwhelmed, exhausted, or just you can't hear yourself think, this may be the number one thing that can help you change all that. So, the number one thing, I'll cut to the chase here, is creating chaos in your life. Now, chaos is a symptom, and it's a symptom of overdoing. So, we could say overdoing is that one thing that's causing you to stumble and fall time and time again with food. But it's not only the overdoing, it's the chaos that comes from it. And together they create a driving force that is the compulsion to eat. Have you ever felt like you weren't hungry, you ate a good meal, you were doing good, and then late at night, all of a sudden, it's like Katie bar the door. You have to eat something. You cannot not. You're driven to the refrigerator. You've got to eat something sweet or carby, right? Well, that compulsion is made up of three things. One is emotions. Okay, emotions you're paying no attention to. Emotions you pushed aside because you are too busy to deal. You just were running all throughout your day, packed schedule, people needing you, running here, running there. You're too busy to stop and feel anything. Okay, so that compulsion comes from buried emotions, emotions we've ignored. It comes from stress because we are so busy, and it comes from habit. The habit of just reaching for something to keep yourself going, usually because you're moving so fast, you don't have time to sit down and make a meal. Are you picking up what I'm laying down here? Any busy women out there? Hello. I got your number, girl. I got your number. And the fact is that when we are so busy, it doesn't just happen. Emotional eaters are notoriously too busy, doing too much, putting too much on their plate, so to speak. And I believe this is because we're afraid to feel. We're just afraid to slow down. We don't, we're like, oh, yeah. I know I should relax. Oh, yeah. I know I should meditate. Oh, yeah. I know I should take vacation time. But we don't. And the reason is because we, on a conscious level, it's not conscious, but on a subconscious level, we're afraid of quiet. We're afraid of stillness. We're afraid to be alone with ourselves and our emotions because we don't know what kind of trouble we're going to get into there. On a subconscious level, we've been pushing so many things aside, running so hard and fast from pain from our childhood, pain from a marriage that's not working, pain from dysfunctional relationships that need to be addressed, pain from alcoholism from someone near you, maybe your parents. Point is, as emotional eaters, we're no stranger to pain, but we're also no stranger to running from pain and hoping that the busier we get and the more chaos we create, the more distracted we'll be from ever having to feel that pain. Because the last thing an emotional eater wants to do is feel their emotions. Am I right or am I right? So what it does, this fear of feeling our emotions, it makes us run and it makes us busy. It makes us overcommit. We say yes to everything. No boundaries on our time. We're people pleasers and we want everybody to like us and be impressed with all we get done. So we run ourselves ragged, saying yes to everybody, doing so much, staying up way too late, not getting enough sleep, which leads to nighttime eating, of course, waking up tired, grabbing the coffee and the donut. And so what happens is we're on this hamster wheel all the time, which gives us no chance to get in touch with ourselves and no chance to feel anything. But in the process of all that busy and people pleasing, we leave carnage in our wake. Carnage in the form of relationships that aren't working, communication that's broken down, feelings that get hurt, people that feel neglected or smothered, because we can go either way on that. We're either busy controlling other people's lives and smothering them with our overly concerning ways, or we're so busy we forget to notice when people closest to us are in pain. And this is because we're so afraid to slow down. So we create chaos. And it's not only hurt. I mean, lots of people can love us, but we can still be chaotic, meaning we're doing too much. I have friends who make me dizzy with all they are doing in their lives, all the different things. They have a full-time job. They've got 3 kids at home and a spouse, and they're getting their master's in business. And by the way, they just picked up a puppy and they're training a puppy. I'm like, of course you are. Of course you have a puppy. I see this time and time again. And if you're an emotional eater that wants to lose weight and keep it off, you're going to have to take a look at this hidden cause of overeating, this hidden cause of stress and stress eating. And if you don't change this, forget the diet. I mean, forget anything you've done and are trying to do to lose weight, because the chaos in your life will drive you back to food. It will drive you to medicate, because not only are we running from our feelings, but then we create a bunch of chaos, carnage, and then we're running away from that. We don't want to see what we've done, and we run even harder. To be honest, I see this in friends who are taking weight loss medication. They're losing weight, but they're not changing their ways. They're losing weight, but they're not changing their ways. So they still have chaos in their life. They're in a thinner body, which is great, but they're not changing this compulsion for busy, this need to run from their feelings. And so they've got all kinds of craziness in their life, like relationships gone awry, way too many things happening, debt, taking on too many projects, all kinds of things. I mean, the list goes on, all the different ways that we can create chaos. And they keep all these plates spinning just so they don't have to feel their feelings. So their weight's different, but they're not happy because their compulsion for chaos is still there. What's the solution? My experience is that as emotional eaters, quiet can be really scary, obviously. But if we commit to the inner journey, when we slow down, when we allow ourselves to get to know ourselves, oh, I know that sounds scary. But you can start with just one practice in the morning, like a meditation practice or a breathing practice or a walking in nature practice. Pick one thing that you start doing on a daily basis in the morning that allows you to slow down. It doesn't include the computer or your phone. It's you with you, okay? If you stop filling every crack with busyness and noise, turn the TV off, don't look at the news, and you allow you to catch up to you. First of all, it's not nearly as scary as you might think it is. It's a relationship. It's time for a relationship with yourself. Just one practice that can help you just be. And I don't care if you do it for 5 minutes only. Try 5 minutes of sitting quietly. or 5 minutes of prayer, 5 minutes of journaling. You'll feel uncomfortable at first, I promise. When you're used to constant busy, it will feel a little uncomfortable, but stay committed to it. And if you're a believer in God, pray for help with it. Ask God to help you slow down, to stop being addicted to doing. And you will discover in that quiet a beautiful sweetness with God, perhaps, and also with yourself. So I'm going to challenge you this week to sidestep the chaos making and try some calm, just a little bit. It doesn't have to be a lot. Just turn the radio off. 5 minutes. That's my challenge to you. Just try it. You're not so bad. So being with you might end up just being a really good experience. That's my message. I love you so much. Don't forget, if you haven't taken the quiz yet on my website, it'll tell you if you're an emotional eater or a food addict or somewhere in between. Get your personalized score to get started on your journey of healing. And I will see you on the next show. Take care. If you're ready to get off the dieting roller coaster ride and finally make peace with food and with your body, talk to a Heal Your Hunger mentor about what steps you need to take based on your own history with food and weight. Go to healyourhunger.com and register for an emotional eating breakthrough session and see how fast you can experience real change. It's a complimentary evaluation, but there are limited spots available. So go to healyourhunger.com and register to speak with a mentor today.